We're here at Brampton Infinity. This will be one of the last Skymeets this year, so get ready to see a whole bunch of Skylines, GTRs, and every other Nissan you can possibly think of. We're here with Darren. He's got this beautiful Skyline. He's going to tell us all about it because there's a great story behind this car. When did you find this car?
So I found it late 2015. I had been looking for just over a year. I had Right Drive looking for me, a few other companies. I was looking at forums and all kinds of, anything I could find, eBay, you name it. One day I sat down for lunch at work and fired up YouTube just to check out some cool Skyline videos. And there was one that was featured this car. It was by a company called Roads Untraveled, and I saw it and I was like, that's the one. Contacted Roads Untraveled, got them to put me in touch with the owner, and I called him up that afternoon. Turns out he put a feeler ad out 2 weeks prior for the exact amount that I set aside for the GTR. I ended up grabbing it off him like 3 days later.
Well, I tell you, the thing is beautiful. Now, what have you done under the hood from its original setup from when you got it that day?
Brand new motor. So it's a fully built motor using an N1 block, forged everything, single turbo conversion, RIPS intake, full race manifold, you name it. It's got a full custom fuel system with an ethanol sensor in it. So basically it'll detect the amount of ethanol content and use the appropriate map in the Haltech computer all automatically. Makes things pretty awesome. HKS Hypermax SP coilovers, TE37 SLs all around. The interior's completely been redone. Interior Motives in North York did it. So full Napa leather with black Alcantara, French red leather stitching. It's got all Robson design carbon fiber inside, custom GTR logo stitched in the headrest, and Nismo logo stitched in the door inserts. It's almost where I want it to be. We're gonna do like a full show quality trunk setup this coming season, and then beef up the fuel system a bit. So we're gonna run some more ethanol and see what this motor can do.
I really thank you for taking the time out to tell us about this car.
Anytime.
We're with Adam here, who's got this beautiful Skyline. Tell us a little bit about this Skyline and how you found it.
About 2 years ago, it was 2016, or actually late 2015, when I was actually on my way to the dealer to acquire an S15 Silvia. And the dealer showed me one of these, and this has always been my dream, so it took a little while for it to get here, but I guess anything good is worth waiting for, right?
For sure. Now, what year is this one?
This is a 2000 here, 2000 GTT.
You've upgraded the interior, I can see. What type of seats are those, and where did you find them?
We've got bride seats in there that I managed to score from a friend of mine for a pretty good price. The rest of the interior is pretty stock. Like the back seats do match the bride fairly well, so I'm probably gonna keep it the way it is in the back.
Now, what inspired you to make it this color? What was the scheme behind this? I'm sure a lot of people want to know.
Definitely. I mean, this specific car was like the Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. Always been a dream, right? It's got a lot of attention so far. Paul Walker's brothers got in touch with me. I've gotten in touch with a couple of people from the movies. In 2016, it was part of the Paul Walker Memorial Ride out in Quebec, and Chad Lindbergh, who plays Jesse in the original Fast and Furious movie, who was there, and he sat in my car, got a signature on my my visor, and hopefully I'll acquire a couple more actor signatures on there over the years.
You know what? A car like this is very rare, and it's nice to see that you have it here at the show. Really appreciate you bringing it out here. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We just came across this beautiful GTR here. It's owned by a good friend of mine, Cole. I met him a few years ago. This car is really, really nice. Cole, tell me about this thing.
Well, this is basically the world's first all carbon fiber Nismo GTR. We've basically switched every single panel on the outside of the car, except for the original Nismo pieces like the bumpers that we refinished and re-exposed all the carbon, and every panel on the inside of the car has been switched. There's no more plastic. It's all Alcantara and carbon fiber as well.
I noticed you changed the brakes on this thing. What type of brakes are they on here now?
Now we're running Overtake full carbon ceramic brakes, as well as basically the whole car is Overtake. They make the carbon ceramic brakes, they make the suspension, they make all the body panels, intake manifold, intakes, the full exhaust.
So the whole car, did you send it out somewhere to get done, or did you do it here in-house?
I used a shop down in California, in LA, called Bulletproof Automotive. They're the North American distributor for Overtake as well, and they're the most experienced in North America with doing this type of build.
Fantastic. Now, what type of horsepower you got on this baby?
Nothing too crazy, just over 600 to the wheels.
All four, of course.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out. I know you got to get somewhere. You going to another event?
Yeah, going out to a charity event in King City.
Have a great time. Thanks for doing this for us. I'm with Amit Sharma, the founder of this car club, and also he has this beautiful GTR that we're standing right in front of. Tell me, how did you get this thing all started?
Well, I've always been into cars, since I was a little kid. And once I got into buying my first car, I liked hanging out with like-minded people. So I said, why not start something like a GTR Club, right? It's a tight-knit group, so everybody's very close to each other, and we all know each other by first name. So that's the kind of, community, the close community I wanted to build, and that's why we started the group.
How many members do you have in your club right now?
I think we're close to 300 members now.
Now, how did you meet the Alta group, per se?
I bought all my Nissans from Alta Group, so we've been a loyal customer to them. My entire family's been a loyal customer to them. A 20-some-year-old guy sitting there and then putting a deposit for a GTR, they were wonderful. I mean, they took me seriously. They saw the passion that I had for cars and for the R35 GTR. And I met Eddie the very first day I was putting the deposit. That's the only first time I met him. And since then, we've been good friends, and we've been holding Skymeet along with them for the last 2 years now. This is the third year going on.
And it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger every year. It's such a beautiful day out here.
There's nothing better to do. Come out, enjoy the show, hang out with like-minded people. You can see we're all chit-chatting. It's very relaxed. It's not about egos. It's all about the passion that you have for the cars, right?
Well, that's what it's all about. Passion goes a long way. Now, tell me a little bit about your car, what year it is, and what you've done to it.
It's a 2014 R35 GTR. It's a premium edition. I've done basic full bolt-ons, just a little bit of exhaust work, some injectors and intakes, a custom tune on the car. Some carbon fiber parts, the splitter, the side skirts, and the rear flares, and my beautiful wheels, the Advent GTs on the car. It's pushing about 600 to the wheel. You don't need more than that on the road.
Like I say, you keep it very simple. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
All I was got to say is you've done a great job here. I really appreciate you guys letting us come out here and do what we do.
Yep.
And thanks very much for having us out, man.
You guys coming out and supporting this event, and we look forward to having you back next year.
We'll be here, man. Thank you very much. It looks like the 2018 Skymeet has come to an end. We had a great time. We hope you enjoyed meeting all the people and their cars. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy your ride and drive.